Do you feel the overwhelm in choosing materials? I mean, how many decisions are in one bathroom?
I don't know, too many.
So today we are going to take the decision fatigue off your plate and give you 7 designs that you can steal and apply to your next bathroom remodel. And if you're not remodeling your bathroom, this is a dream session because we all want to remodel our bathrooms, right?
Yes.
If you don't, just bless ya.
Hey everybody, have we got a show for you?
So we are Shelby and Michelle with FHL Design Co. and this is a part of our bathroom design series. Video number 2, the last video was all the mistakes we think you should skip when designing a bathroom. Really, it's the things you should think ahead of.
Yeah.
But this is really, think of these as templates. So this is the tile, the shower floor, the regular floor, the shower walls, the countertops, all the materials in one. You can just take that, give it to your contractor and say, install please.
The most expensive materials.
The most expensive. So which are the scariest to select because you feel like you're going to make...
I mean, you're committed.
Well, and you got to rip it out. I mean, it's a big deal to rip all that out. So we're going to give you examples that you can actually see in real life and be like, wait, I love that. I'm not scared. And there are some risks that we may make you want to take.
Yeah.
Okay, so bathroom number 1 is from our Park Place project, and I labeled it the Earthy Retreat. So we really launched into the design with the countertops.
Yes, the countertops are stunning. They're amazing. They're the funnest counters I think we've ever done.
Well, it's the layering, I think, that made the full experience. But those are quartzite Tahiti.
Tahiti quartzite.
These will all be on the website where I will give a list to where you can like literally take the list. And also if you want to have links for the tile, we will also have these. A lot of these are from big name shops that you should be able to get, like
This is Del Tile.
Del Tile, Arizona, things that you will have access to. So we tried to not select things that were not accessible. So material number 1 is the Tahiti. We did it layered.
Material number 2, the biggest portion of the shower and the walls were done in this mesmerist. It's called Spirit MM30 by Del Tile. We did it in a 3x12. So we really wanted something that was just going to be a really subtle, moody backdrop for all. We had wood ceilings and that stunning counter, and we just wanted this to kind of just be a backdrop for everything.
Yes, and I will link the floor, but the floor went so well with the countertops and the wall tile, and honestly, that was a happy accident, so that's why you're going to be able to apply it with more confidence. We knew it was going to look great because the tile was pretty, but as far as how perfectly it went together, we weren't 100%. And then this is the shower floor.
And this is called Paloma Gray. This is actually the colors that we were really picking up on. And I wouldn't even call it gray. Would you call this gray?
Definitely gray, but it's a little warmer. What would you call it?
Well,
you always surprise me, would you?
I would say it's grayish.
A warmer gray. Yeah. The other day, sorry, short interjection, she told me that she wanted her sofa to be light brown. And she just kept going on about, like, it's a color she'd never seen before. And I thought...
Mocha. I want a mocha. That was the word I was looking for, was a mocha.
So anyways, it was so funny because then she showed me a picture and I was like, oh, that's beige. So she's been trying to rebrand colors. And so we're rebranding her beige to light brown right now.
Guess what else I'm rebranding?
What?
Shma.
When we were tile shopping the other day and picked up this tile, she was reading a comment to me and she did not realize SMH meant shaking my head. And she said, she thought, she read it out loud. She thought, like, you know when you like see ugh, she thought it meant shma. Okay, keep going.
Anyway, this is picket fence. This is the style of tile is picket fence. Yeah. These are great mosaics, but mosaics, we've told you before, are a little on the pricey side. I guess because they're smaller, they're made in 12 by 12 sheets, but we love this.
There are some floors that you want to do the mosaics over the whole one. We actually have an example coming in a minute, but it is more expensive. I didn't plan on including this in the promotion, but I'm not sure if you've had it, but this is the feeling I get when I go to the first treatment. It's so true. I was telling a gal on our team this while we were filming because the toothbrush actually works that well. Another proof that we really love it that much is a screenshot from Mom to me right after we started using ours because my dad stole hers the first week. This is the Leifin Wave, the world's first 60-degree oscillation plus 66,000 vibration per minute electric toothbrush. It's powerful, sleek, and ADA certified. You'll feel the difference in one brush. Leifin mimics the dentist recommended fast technique, so it brushes for you, no wrist work, just smarter movement. These cushion brush heads are made of soft TPU, which means no gum pain, no bleeding, just gentle, effective clean. And it comes with 3 different brush heads, one for gum care, one for ultra whitening, and one for everyday clean. And this test sealed the deal for me. Charcoal on corn, 60 seconds with both brushes. I ran each brush underwater once during the clean, and the difference, drastic. Leifin absolutely destroyed my old big box brush. The app lets you fine-tune your routine with 2,000 brushing combos. It even reminds you every 30 seconds to switch zones, and yes, it is fully waterproof and seamless, so it actually stays clean on your counter. Compared to other brushes, Leifin's motor is 3 times stronger and it charges in 2.5 hours instead of 24. So if you've been looking for a sign to upgrade your toothbrush, this is it. Just don't let your dad steal it. Okay, so the next bathroom is your bathroom. I've been saying that your primary is recently renovated, but I guess it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, but we would call this a warm, moody mix.
Yeah, because it's 50%, I would say, bright and airy and warm, and then it's got some really fun contrast. So
yes. So what I did was I did have an inspiration photo, and it was actually very black and very white. And then we went ahead and rendered it and realized that was within my bathroom, it's just going to be too harsh.
yeah.
So we toned it down with a more moody charcoal and creamier white. And we used on the floors a herringbone, hexagon. And it is called basalt limestone. It's really becoming popular these days.
Yeah.
People are using it in every manner of flooring and wall tile and even counters. And then I also used a larger format white, just a big one of these.
Yes. Larger format white on that wall. I was surprised by how many materials you got away with mixing, but I feel like there's so much classic in there that you were able to do it. You have the herringbone, dark on the back wall, and then tell them about your porcelain. What is that?
So I think that's what tied everything together with a bow, because it has all of the colors in it, but it also adds a warm brown and creamy color.
Yeah.
So it's charcoal gray all the way to cream to brown and everything in between. It even has just a little bit of black in it.
Yeah, so that porcelain actually no longer exists in the line that Mom got it from, but we just went to the Dow Tile showroom very recently and saw something super similar. So when you go to the blog post to get all the links and the list to the ingredients, I guess, to create these bathrooms, I will have that lookalike. It is so darn close. It's actually a little calmer than Mom's. So if you're a little intimidated to make that very bold decision that Mom made, that is a great solution.
Yeah, so that's a porcelain. And then I will say that some people did say I went too far with the back wall being that herringbone charcoal.
Who said that? Which one?
But I will say that it has like this moody mix in it. And so for me, it just was soft and subtle. It wasn't like charcoal wall. And I really enjoy watching it and looking at it when I'm taking a shower.
You just watch it.
Just watch it. You know what I mean? like, you need something to look at. So if I turn this way, I see this beautiful herringbone tile. If I turn the other way, I have a painting. And then if I turn to the left, sometimes I can get a view of Andy's house if I accidentally leave the curtains open.
Her neighbor. Okay.
Okay.
Well, so our third bathroom is the blush bathroom upstairs at the Park Place project. This one was really fun because we decided to do a pattern. We actually broke our sample here, but Mom will put it together to try to demonstrate. But really we did vertical, horizontal, and we made sure that the horizontal piece or the end of the vertical went straight up to the niche, so that kind of dictated the placement of our niche was the length of the tile.
This is a 2x16. I'll show it to you again in this like really kind of speckledy gray color. And I love these long skinny tiles. I think they're just so sweet and so fun.
Well, and I feel like they're timeless, but they also feel like a different spin on Subway. So Subway's kind of getting people are saying Subway's so out, but really it's not out. We're just doing fresh, fun things with it.
Right.
And I actually think I think the people that are hating on Subway, maybe they just got bored. They want to do something interesting.
Well, you cannot get bored with Subway these days.
No, we're doing fun stuff. So, and we have some really fun examples of Subway coming up, haters. I'm just joking. Y'all aren't haters. That was, anyways,
that was somebody else's channel.
There are some people that leave comments. I'm like, you are so passionate about something so.
It's okay. We have a whole video about that coming up. About what you're most passionate about.
No.
What's it called?
Yeah, we're filming your most unhinged
design
design opinion. So not like like you don't like gray walls. Like we want to hear something completely unhinged.
Controversial.
Well, and one thing, people don't like hardwoods in bathrooms. A couple of people commented that, and you have hardwoods in your bathroom.
I'm a grown girl though, so I don't get water on the floor.
She chooses to look in different locations. But honestly, if you want to leave your most unhinged design opinion, head to our Instagram.
And there's no judgment.
No, we all have different
weird things
that we just don't like.
Right.
And you don't have to like what we like. And that's what makes the world go around and be interesting. Okay, so the floor tile is this marble. This was super pricey. We actually did want to do the whole floor in this, and that just wasn't economical to any degree, but it looks great in the shower. And then we just did normal marble on the floor throughout. And
this is Bianco Bello collection, and it is also from Del Tile.
And I think this tile would look great with so many different colors. We definitely love it with pink. So if you wanted to do that girly feel, but also feels classic, a little bit Parisian to me. But I feel like you could get away with even pairing it with a blue, or you could just go classic and do a white. It even looks really nice with this beigey color right here.
It looks great with blue.
Oh, it looks good.
Really good with blue. Yeah, our client was, this is navy. Our client was a little bit scared, but once she saw it all come together, accessorized, she understood.
Yes. Okay, so that's the wrap for that bathroom. Bathroom number 4 is the other bathroom upstairs, and we actually were scaring ourselves in that bathroom. We did a kind of a beigey grayish wall tile that we really liked. It's actually in a rectangle format, not square. But then we did a floor tile that was a leaf pattern, which was also pretty expensive, but it was just in that small area.
It was very expensive. It was real stone.
Yeah.
And
it was a mix of marbles, right?
It was a mix of marbles, and it was stunning.
Stunning. And then we did a larger format on the rest of the floors, which made it much more cost effective. But one thing that we did in that bathroom that made it kind of pull together, we were wanting it to feel, this is the guest bathroom, so we wanted a luxury hotel vibe. And so we made this little nook for the vanity, and we did a soapstone looking countertop that's called Marquino Grigio. It's a quartz, and it's actually very affordable, and we love it. We used it in many other places in that house, and we plan on using it in other projects as well. It's because It is so affordable. It's beautiful, and it looks like real soapstone. But one risk we took that made me a little nervous, what I'm so glad we did, is we did the black Schluter on the outside. So Schluter is basically the...
It's bronze.
It's bronze.
Bronze Schluter.
Schluter. So
I'm silly today. Sorry, guys.
she's very silly today. She's creative though, so if you need her to work on your house, this is a great day to do so. So the Schluter it's basically the edging. So sometimes there will be a bullnose tile that comes with in the same colorway as the actual tile. In this particular bathroom, there was no corresponding bullnose or any type of edging that we could pair with that. So we decided to do a Schluter. A lot of designers will say no-go on that, and they'll do like some sort of marble edge or something different as the edging. There's so many different options to use to end your shower wall tile.
But what you do want to do is have some finish. You
Yeah.
want it to look elevated, and so you really need to make sure that that's finished.
Yeah.
And we've had some incidents, not personally, but where the tile guy does not finish that, and we've had to come in and kind of clean it up.
Yeah, so this bathroom we did the bronze Schluter, and it was scary because we felt like it looked a little harsh, and then when the bathroom all came together, it really did. It was like a modern luxury hotel getaway.
Because we also used bronze and gold mixed metals in there
Yeah.
with the different hardware, and so it just really made
Pulled
it
it all
all
together.
the same.
So I would love to see someone copy that bathroom because I do think it's a great look. I like the contrast. I like the different tones. So we're gonna call that luxury hotel as the and so we will have, and I'll put a little note in your design to give your contractor that you need the dark Schluter. Okay, this is bathroom number 5, and I don't think we've come up with a name, but
Glorious.
this is Stephanie Benedetto of Blooming Ivy Lane's daughter's bathroom at her old house. And we decided to feature this one because I feel like it is literally feels like you step back in time when you enter it, but it's also
Updated. It's perfect. It's everything. I mean, when I walked into it for the first time, I loved her bathroom. But this bathroom, I was like, this is just stunning.
stunning. So she had kind of a grayish quartzite on the countertop, and then she actually did the flooring was a herringbone like situation. Honestly, looked almost identical to this, and ran it straight into the shower. So there's no curb.
We love that. We love when you can run it straight. Now, that is something that you do have to tell like your builder ahead of time, and I have done it in my home that was already built, but I had to go through 3 tile guys to get someone who would chip out the concrete and do the floor.
Yeah. I think they're getting a little better at it because it was just growing in popularity at the time, but definitely looks great. That's technically called a wet room the way that Stephanie has it because there's a bathtub in the shower, which one thing I love about that is she did the edge, so basically the baseboards of the shower in a tile.
It's like a rose colored, would you say like a rosy colored tile? Now this is not but it's very similar. This is Riyadh tile, ceramic tile. It's called Magic Carpet Matte.
Yeah.
Was Stephanie's matte?
It had a little shine to it.
But we love the color.
Yes. So we will give in the links her exact tile, but this is a very close finish.
Yes.
We love Riyadh, actually. We just went to our showroom recently and saw that you could customize tile, which we think is so super fun.
Very fun. And I love that, I mean, there are tiles that are very expensive, like a Zalige, but this custom is not obscene.
Yeah.
Like it's not crazy.
Yeah.
For tile.
For a custom tile, for sure.
Yeah.
So that bathroom is amazing. I am looking for a place to copy that design because there's really not a single thing wrong with it.
No. Nothing.
Okay, so bathroom number 6. This is a little bit more modern than anything we've shared so far, and modern in a different way. It's a spa retreat. It's the Lad primary bathroom. They did such a great job lots of white. But one feature that we loved that kind of cozied it up was the pebble floor.
I think some people have strong feelings about it, like they think this feels rustic or like it should be in a log cabin. But if it's clean like this and it has like a little marble, this is almost like a marble, I think it's very sophisticated. And if the surrounding pieces of the bathroom are elevated, you can get away with this. And in this bathroom, everything is elevated.
Everything is elevated. So we love that they put the blue in or they got a chandelier with the blue in it. They had the floating vanity.
That's lighted.
Yes.
Yes, all the things.
All the things. And then the quartz was just a simple white that kind of pulled everything together. I think that's a good example of how large format tile on the walls and the floors that's all the same can really still make a huge impact. Sometimes that I've seen that go awry where it looks like builder grade, or it looks like you just didn't have enough thought to put more materials in there. Like you saw a lot of material selection in Mom's bathroom, Stephanie's daughter's bathroom. Like there's a lot of variation that brings a lot of interest to a space, but in this they did the complete opposite, and man did they pull that off. So bathroom number 7 is the last bathroom, and honestly this entire home tour has so much bathroom inspiration in it, but it's at the Cavi Interiors Airbnb in Broken Bow.
Yes.
So they call it the Four Seasons, and it is a little getaway, and this tile is a very close to theirs. It is not the exact tile, but we will link a couple different examples that are very similar. They did not give away the source, but we can create it.
This is a dowel tile, and it's called, let's see, Aloe, AC25. And it's in a 3x12, and it has a little bit of, it's glazed, but it has a little bit of movement.
Yeah, so she actually said that they cut the tile to make that pattern. So if you wanted that pattern, you would need a tile installer that you trust. So if you're feeling a little on edge, I probably wouldn't do that pattern. You could do a more simple pattern where you do like 2 horizontal, 2 or 3 vertical, and kind of alternate. That way, there are many different ways to get that look. I will say that basket weave is super fun. Rachel did share that that wasn't actually the inspiration. The tile guy actually got it wrong, but they loved it.
Yes.
And so I think someone should do that intentionally because it's pretty fabulous.
Well, they are now. I'm seeing that. I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. The Cavi team is really the first time I had seen it, and I love it. I mean, we've seen like mosaics that come in basket weave, but as far as like cutting tiles to make that,
I've seen it.
it's pretty amazing.
Pretty
and I
amazing.
think the green, you could do that in another color as well.
Yeah. So what I wanted to say at the end of this is, see how this navy blue has a little speckle. This has like some movement with, it's like a wavy pattern. There is no right or wrong on any of this. It's just, what do you want your overarching feel to be? You want it to be clean and really like not have a lot of movement, or do you want it to be really very fluid and like, you know, have all these little specks and colors? And so you've got tile variation where one of these is darker and one of them's lighter.
Yeah.
If you do that, we definitely suggest that you kind of watch over the project.
Well, this is what I would say. I was going to say. So a lot of these tiles have a lot of variation. So when you're using tiles with variation, you need to make sure that you lay them out so you can see that you're not going to put, like these 3 all are the same tile. They're just
so different.
so different. Well, is this the same?
Yeah, it is.
So
Same.
what you need to do is lay it down on the ground. Yeah. Lay it down on the ground and show your tile installer. I would like to see them varied like this. So maybe take 10 pieces and show it, because what would be bad is if there's like 9 pieces like this in a square and then like 3 pieces like this, and it looks more.
Yeah.
Wait, can you wait until I finish
Yeah.
that part?
Go ahead. I just wanted to tell them about this. Okay,
Cut this out because people say I'm mean to my mom, but you can see how goofy she is.
Go ahead.
So
Try to get through this.
you just don't want it to look choppy. You want it to look like the variation is scattered evenly. So that's the only thing about this trend of tile with variation. It's wonderful, but it definitely takes some intentional installation, and some people do not do that. So
yeah, again, with the Zellage, like this is going to come with because it's handcrafted. Okay. It's not like, it's literally handmade tile. It's not going to have one tile. Every tile, no two tiles are alike.
Yeah.
And so you want to make sure that you just make a really great mix when you're putting this down. Now, if you don't have the money and can't really see spending that kind of money on a tile because it's quite pricey to get hand painted tile or handmade tile, you can get something that's very similar that is, you know, manufactured. And this is just a dowel tile, and you can see this one's just very thin and it doesn't have the depth, and it's not handmade like this one, but they're very similar. And so you can get the look for less.
you can get the look for
You can
less.
get the look for less.
We will, when we put the blog post together, we will give, if we know that we have links for looks that are less, we will put those. So this is the look. This is a variation that's a little less. One that's very popular that looks like Celusia, it's the Chloe tile. And so that's a good one to include. And Mom found this the other day.
So I am going to put a challenge out there
So
for anyone who, I can't use it. I just, it doesn't work. But anyone who can use this Logarno tile in this pattern only, please do something for me and then send it to me, because I just think this is so fun.
Yeah, we were towel shopping the other day and we just loved this. She was thinking about using it as the backsplash.
It's just not the right color.
Well,
It's not the right color, not the right vibe.
Yeah, if you've been following us for a while, you know Mom's been on a mission to replace her backsplash for quite some time. She wanted to
7 years. 7 years.
Well, so the reason we always have instructions for tile installers is because they did this mosaic very incorrectly, and there's a lot.
I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always got to check in.
You always got to check in. So
we're loving the pinks. We're loving the blues. We're loving the greens. Any color you can bring in, I just think is just so fun, especially in like a guest bath or a secondary bath, kids bath. And if you really want to be sophisticated and you really want the color, you can do something rose and very upscale, and you can mix it with a beautiful marble. And so there's just ways to get pops of color even in a sophisticated bathroom.
Yeah.
And I would say, you know, the main ways that you want to, like, if you wanted to be very traditional and just kind of play it safe, you could just do your standard brick pattern with a tile. And then if you want to get really more modern, you could do, what do they call this? Stacked. So you can look up these names, you can look up these different tile variations, and that way you'll be equipped to tell your contractor exactly what you want.
Well, okay, I'll take that work off your plate a little bit. With these 7 bathrooms, I will put notes on the patterns that these tiles are.
All the patterns?
No, I can't do all the patterns. I think there's a lot of patterns.
A lot of patterns. I was just giving him the 2 main patterns.
Yes.
Also, this is chocolate brown. Chocolate brown.
Is it light or dark?
It's dark chocolate, not to be confused with mocha.
This is not mocha. This is gray. This is called
Flash lead.
Yeah, lead gray.
What do y'all say?
Okay.
What is this?
That's a more, like, I would call this like
Mocha.
latte.
Where's the mocha?
There's no mocha here. We'll have to get it. I'm gonna make
No more mocha.
Wait, I want to tell you guys, if you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area,
yes.
we are having a warehouse sale May 2nd. If you are watching this before May 2nd, I hope that you guys can come join us. We have antique doors from Antiques and Vintage. We have oil, or you have really distracted me. Olive jars from Greece and Turkey. We have the most amazing furniture pieces and vendors, one-of-a-kind pieces that you can only get. We really just try to pull together things that we love, including in our design projects, and that we feel like you should have in your own home. So I'd love for you to join us. We do have early bird shopping tickets. For $10 you get to enjoy a complimentary glass of wine and to shop the sale first from 5 to 8 on Thursday, May 1st. We would love to see you guys in person. We would love for you to join us. We love you very much. Mwah. And you
Like, subscribe.
You're gonna be really silly at the sale, right?
No, I hope not. Bye.